Well, MS, again, the same old story, 15, 20 runs short. After 12 overs, you were 107 for 4. So I think you just lost your way after that.
I think we kept losing wickets, and another thing is I felt in the first innings the wicket was slightly better, and 155 is not a justifiable score because it wasn't turning a lot. Yes, after the 8th, 9th, 10th overs it became slightly too paced when it comes to the fast bowlers, but nothing that was out of the ordinary. So I feel we could have run slightly better and put a few more runs on the board. Yes, second innings there was a bit of help. Our spinners. The quality is there, so they're bowling in the right area. They got a bit of bounce. It was stopping a bit, but yeah, we were short by 15-20 runs.
MS Dewell Brevis coming in for his first game. What were your thoughts on the way he played?
I think he batted really well, and we need something like that in the middle order. Where we have slightly struggled is when the spinners come in. That's the time we need to either you do it by batsmanship. Pick up your areas where you're scoring, or try to play the big shot once in your area. So I feel that's where we have been lacking. We have not been able to dominate or get runs against the spinners at a good pace in the middle. So that's one area where we want to improve, because middle overs are very crucial. You have to get those extra 5, 10 or 15 runs, especially if you get off to a good start.
MSW here. At times, however hard you work, things don't work out, isn't it? This is the time where you'll have to grin and bear.
Ravi bhai, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
WE here, MS. I was saying that there are times, however hard you try, things don't work out. This is one of those instances where you'll have to grin and bear, isn't it?
I think, in a tournament like this, if you have one or two areas where you can plug in the holes, it's good. But, if majority of your players are not doing well, it's batting or bowling, it becomes very difficult because you have to do a few changes. But if majority of them are doing well, you give that guy that extra few games. And if it doesn't work out, then you move on to the next one. But if 4 of them are not performing at the same time, you're bound to make that change, because you can't just keep on going, because we're not putting enough runs on the board. And that's essential right now. The game has changed. I'm not saying it's always a 180 or 200, but assess the condition and then look to put runs on the board.
Well, tough luck today. MS, the positive being Brevis. I thought he played very well in the middle, and it augurs well for the future.
Thanks, Ravi.
Now, if I could ask the winning captain, Pat Cummins, to come up and have a chat. Grab the microphone, Pat. Thanks for your time. It's always nicer to talk to you in these circumstances. How pleasing is that one?
That's it. Yeah, that was great. A few things came together tonight. The boys play well. Always get pretty down after a few losses, so good to see a few more smiles.
Talk to me about the bowling performance. How impressed were you with that?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty clinical. A couple of the guys up the top looked like they really want to take the game on, and the boys shifted into a bit more defensive straight away, and then used the conditions all throughout the innings to keep taking wickets. So really impressed.
To move to the batting, move Klaasen to number 4 tonight. Didn't work out for him, but moving Nitesh down a little bit seemed to work out. Was that a strategy?
Yeah, it was. I think particularly in these conditions, we knew they were going to throw spin at us, so throw Klaas up the top, and then kind of change the role a little bit for Nitesh into more of a finishing role.
How much does this one mean, and how much does it mean to keep your hopes alive?
Well, I think our record against CSK isn't great, so I think
5-0 here.
Yeah, so it's good to fix that one up, and the season's still hopeful. So yeah, 5 games left. Give it a good crack.
Anything more you want to improve on moving to the next one?
I think you always probably wish we finished that a bit more comfortably. So yeah, maybe be a bit more clinical, but overall happy to get the win.
Nice to see you with a smile on your face, Pat. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Julie.
Well played tonight. Very good there. Pat Cummins, the captain of the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Time now for the Player of the Match award. It is Harshal Patel tonight for a magnificent bowling performance. 4 for 28 for Harshal Patel. Mr. Ravi Chola and Mrs. Rupa Gurunath will present the Player of the Match award to Harshal Patel for his outstanding performance this evening. Harshal, congratulations. Must-win moment for the team, and to put a performance like that on the board for yourself, how pleasing?
Yeah, pretty pleasing. We've been trying to do that for last 3, 4, 5 games, and some of the pieces have been missing every single game, and for all of it to come together tonight when we need to win every single game from now on is pretty special.
What worked well for you personally?
I think I figured out pretty early that hitting the lens and keeping the ball in the stumps was pretty crucial because it was hard to hit horizontal bat shots. So I just wanted the batters to hit me over mid-wicket and square leg. So I kept pulling the length back and mixing my pace with it.
And using the boundary sizes. Talk to me about MS Dhoni's wicket, because you had third up, you had backward point up. Was the plan to go short and wide?
What I was trying to do was bowl length to him. I wasn't necessarily trying to bowl wide, but it was just one of those variations where you try and bowl something and it doesn't come off. But pretty happy the ball went into the hand.
Saw you on the plane yesterday. I was just a little bit further back than you, but you're travelling with your family and you got your young one with you. How important is those things off the field, just to stop you thinking about cricket all the time?
Yeah, 100%. For me, that's probably the biggest blessing I have in IPL, because it allows me to switch off and it allows me to sort of see the bigger picture that this is not be all and all. And the moment I come out of my room and go on the cricket field, all I'm thinking about is cricket. But the moment I come back to the room, all I'm thinking about is how do I be a good father and how do I be a good husband.
Looked like you were doing a great job yesterday, my man. Well done tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Cheers.
Excellent there. Harshal Patel, the player of the match. 2 points for the Sunrisers.